just 1.5 kilometers where the road goes quite straight. Actually, it's curving a little bit round to the left, but you'll get quite a lot of vision there, so he'll be able to hunt him a little bit. It's going to be an interesting final. It's full-on individual pursuit all the way to the line.
We had a absolutely spectacular downhill by Bauke Mollema when we won it. The same the year that Nielsen Paulus won. Oh, look at that. He almost lost that rear wheel there. Kind of corrected. That was good reflexes there by Jan Christen. It could have ended way before the finish was already there, but he stayed upright. 8-9 seconds as we enter the streets of San Sebastian. There's just a slight little bit of elevation, but everything matters now after over 200 kilometers of racing. This is the 4th time that Giulio Ciccone is racing the Clásica San Sebastian. His best result was 6 years ago when he was just outside of the top 10 in 11th position. But that little hiccup there with his rear wheel, avoiding a crash, cost him a little bit of seconds here for Jan Christen.
Yeah, it certainly did. You can see Giulio Ciccone, though, in front of him all the time when he gets on these longer stretches. And even if he can't see him, he can see the Shimano motorbike and the TV camera. And there, when he gets just a little bit closer, Ciccone's now looking round, so his legs are starting to tie up here. He's having to look around, and when he starts to do that, he's going to lose a little bit of momentum every time he does it. Whereas behind, Jan Christen can just focus on those 2 motorbikes. When he comes to 5 seconds, he's going to start to get in the kind of the vortex there of the wind flow, and that's also going to aid him. So it's going to be a very, very interesting final. He's looking again, keep going.
Stefan de Jong should scream in his ear right now. Just keep focused, pace yourself, don't think too much about the rider who's behind you. These are going to be the 2 most important kilometers of your career. A big classic here for Giulio Ciccone, quite possibly. He's won stages in the Giro D'Italia, 3 of them. His most recent win was actually the Tour of the Alps. That was back in April. So that was his only win in 2025, but he could add a rather big classic to his palmares.
Yeah, we've got no speed checks on the screen, but at the moment it looks a little bit like Jan Christen. The speed of him looks a little bit faster than Giulio Ciccone here as he comes down through the streets of San Sebastian.
Got 2 corners to go in that final kilometre. Just outside the final kilometre is the first of 2 corners. And that can be a little bit beneficial to Giulio Ciccone because he stays out of sight for just a little bit for Jan Christen. It's a mental game as much as a physical game at the moment. But he's so close, Jan Christen. He was 9th last year, the 21-year-old from Switzerland. Giulio Ciccone is up there. The final kilometre is upon us. Here we go with another turn. He is taking all the risks that he should. There's the final kilometre. Jan Christen, this is not 11 seconds. This is 7-8 seconds. It's 7-8 seconds for Jan Christen. He's giving everything there on the pedals to catch Giulio Ciccone. But the same goes, of course, for the 30-year-old from Italy. He is giving everything in these very, very final few hundred meters of the Clásica San Sebastian. He was one of the riders who attacked on airlights, followed by Primož Roglič, by Jan Christen. And this is the final straight. The finish is up ahead there. This is 5-6 seconds now for Jan Christen. But he's running out of road, Matt. He's running out of road to catch Giulio Ciccone. He's also looking behind him. Maybe there's somebody up there. 400 meters to go for Giulio Ciccone. Jan Christen is giving everything that he's got left, but he will be running out of road. There's a teammate behind him with Del Toro, with Roglič, also with Plapp. But the winner, and it looks like he is going to make, he's securing, he's looking over his shoulder to see, he's got it. But he looks that he has it. Giulio Ciccone, he attacked in the final 500-600 meters of Murgil-Tontora. And this is one of the biggest wins in his career. Winner of the Clásica San Sebastian, Giulio Ciccone. And he keeps his sunglasses on. Second place goes to Jan Christen. What a ride by the young man from Switzerland. And then we're going to sprint for the final spot on the podium. And it's Tish Benoot or Primož Roglič Oh, there's going to be a photo finish. I think Primoz Roglic, or was it Maxime van Gils who had it just in time?
Yeah, it looked to me like it was the Red
Van
Bull
Gils.
Hans Grohe. Yeah, Van Gils crossing the line in third place. But what a final!
What a ride here by Giulio Ciccone. When they were off the front here, together with Isaac Del Toro, I thought, well, Del Toro looks superior. He looks relaxed, he looks composed. But he completely cracked on that final climb. But what a joy to see this man back in the peloton. The man with number 107, Kian Uiterbroeks. This must give him a heap of confidence after such a difficult year. We probably all remember the interview in tears in Tirreno Adriatico. His lower back was hurting. He didn't feel the strength in his legs. There was some numbness in the legs. They really took it easy with him to make sure that he did all the strengthening exercises and make it back. He's got an easy program. I don't think he's going to do a Grand Tour. That's not going to be a good plan. We'll see him again next week in the Tour de l'Ain, Kian Uiterbroeks. But the man of the hour is Giulio Ciccone. What a win for the Italian of Lidl Trek. Here's Mauro Schmid. We have Marissa in this group as well. Here is Roglic even. They're all sprinting for the minor places.
It's a fairly big group there still coming in for those minor places.
Yeah.
It's a long sprint from Oscar there, just getting rolled on the line.
Marissa, Mauro Schmid, Oscar Onley still has got the energy to show himself after his phenomenal Tour de France.